Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous. Okay, now we have controls again. So let's, first of all, thank you for coming along on my Elite Dangerous Odyssey. Okay, yeah, that's better.
Welcome to Apex Interstellar. Where would you like to go?
Look at points of interest, surface settlements, surface ports, we've been to this one, this Kafka Oasis. I think this is the next one. Yeah, it's that Lopez. Let's go there.
Shuttle is ready for you.
Okay.
Thank you for flying Apex Interstellar.
Yeah, it's kind of all over the place. We'll see how that works. I don't know why it lost our controls.
Make yourself comfortable.
Well, you can look in the title to see the exact name of the place we're going, a planetary settlement, or planetary port. That's where we're going.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Be sure to hit that subscribe button. That would really help out our channel. And also find our channel at GFM_RDG, where you can find over 1,600 more videos and 17 games. Also look into the description and find ways to donate and join our Patreon. Well, we'll probably pause the video until we get there, because that's a long ways away, 154,000 light seconds. Well, that cut off a little bit. Now our next one is Armstrong. Legacy is where you start out in Odyssey when you start completely over. So we'll do that one next, and it's on the same planet, so it won't take too long to get there. Well, I do appreciate you coming along. Odyssey at the moment is not what I had hoped. but this is only phase 1. By phase 3, there's supposed to be other things besides combat available. And the most combat I do in the main game is resource extraction sites. The low and the regular. This is a little more difficult, a little more stressful than that is. So it's not what I'm looking to for Odyssey. So I would like to have something like or similar to Dav's Hope and James and Crash Site, but collecting Odyssey materials. So I'm hoping we see that in phase 3 and phase 4. I just haven't seen that yet. Now, we have found an abandoned settlement that we could collect some materials. So watch that, where it says empty or abandoned and empty settlement, I believe. Video. So we're getting about there. Yeah, D10D or B10D empty settlement is the one. At worst case, that could work, possibly. So now this location was listed as a surface port. So we'll see. I do have videos on missions, the transportation, fetch documents missions. I mean, those are a little stressful just because you have to walk on eggshells and listen very closely, and the security's always stopping you and scanning you and grabbing their weapon as if they're going to shoot you, and so now we're in solo. Yeah, I check every once in a while just to make sure, because yeah, the NPCs are bad enough. I don't want to be ganked by open players. Looks like we just might be on the sunny side. That would be nice. As when we look through the windows of the port, you'll be able to see it. That's if it's the type of settlement or port that I expect it to be. Never know in this game.
Orbital flight engaged.
I mean, there's some possible potential in Odyssey for the non-combat player. We just haven't seen much of that yet. We might see next week, a week after this video is published, we might see. It does look like landing pads. And it looks like a pretty large building. So yeah, it usually means a port. It's not real big, but it's not as small as just a settlement.
Apex 857 ready for dock. Just let me know. Touching down any moment now. Have a good one.
Okay. Now she will not leave until we leave the pad. We've already tested that. Now it's right here, so if we turn around, scoot over, and then back up. Oops, wrong button. I'm good about that. There it is. Now she'll leave. Okay. And see, like this, 2 days without an accident. That's a kind of a static one. It doesn't change. Okay. Lopez, whatever that says, beacon. I'm not Spanish and I butcher English enough. I don't need to be butchering other languages either also. Okay. We have Apex where the shuttles are, and Frontline Solutions, which is for combat bonds. So if you side with one faction over the other, you can collect combat bonds from that faction. You have the lifts for, that's where you spawn, the lifts for spawning. This is the lifts for Apex, and this is the lifts for the Frontline Solutions. You have the terminals for missions, your missions board, your completed missions, and your contacts. The only ones I've been able to do so far are these transportation missions without being killed. Now I have been killed though, because I didn't, well, I stopped, but I turned around to look at the officer and he opened fire. To me, that's not threat zero. And Okay, we have Pioneer supplies. You can purchase suits and weapons and things like that. In some of the videos we show that too. The bartender over here is the material trader and the black market contact. So, I mean, you can kind of see it live, like someone's landing on pad 4. Now we're in solo, so it'd be NPC. This place up here, this is for maybe in phase 3 when we go out and collect information and we scan information. We can bring it back here to sell. Now this guy is usually the guy that's sleeping. So he at some point probably lays back and goes to sleep. You can tell he's not real comfortable. He's like the ladies that we saw that act like they're not real comfortable. You have the shipyard right here. Now at some point we will be able to purchase ships, and it's supposed to be phase 2. Hopefully they give us enough credits to actually be able to purchase ships. And right now most of the interiors of the stations are pretty standard, pretty cookie cutter, kind of the same. So, well, I do appreciate you coming along. Hopefully you'll come along again. My controls are not good enough to do combat and stuff anyway, so well, again, I do appreciate you coming along. Hopefully you come along again. Hopefully you'll press that subscribe. That really helps out our channel. And you will find our channel, GFM_RDG, where there's over 1,600 more videos for you to watch. And look into the description for ways to donate and join our Patreon. So until the next video, where we go to another port that's on the same planet, and Armstrong's Legacy will be the next video. So until then, thank you for watching. Goodbye.